Alright, I think it's time for me to actually have like a completely honest and serious talk with you guys. Remember the last time I made one of these like little like update videos and I said that I was going to switch to short form content, and then I actually ended up doing the complete opposite and making my content even more long form than they actually already are. And it's actually going to get even worse because I'm actually uploading an hour-long movie with all of the parts of my 8-minute videos combined. But don't worry, it's going to be slightly different because I'm actually going to be changing the first episode because I'm retconning it because there were certain parts of it that really didn't add up to like the main story and everything. It should be pretty easy to admit that I have like a consistent problem when it comes to consistency. Like for example, I'll say I'm going to upload in 2 weeks and it actually ends up being 4 weeks. I feel like there's like a bunch of little like microaggressions here and there that I actually like it slowly starts to build up over time, and I feel like you as my audience would know that better than anyone else, considering you've had to put up with this for the past like 3 years that I've been on YouTube. Because as someone with this amount of following, I should really be more responsible. But if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I am not a responsible person. A lot of people will tell you that I'm one of the laziest people that you will ever know in your entire life. And no, that's not something I'm proud of, but continuing to ignore it isn't really gonna get me anywhere, so might as well just face it here and now. A lot of the times, the reason I don't upload is because I am lazy. It's not usually because I'm busy or I have better things to do. You will literally catch me playing stuff on Roblox while I have a video and like all the voice lines that I need and like all the replay shots that I need. But you, as my audience, you know me so well. You know that's not gonna happen. You know it's not as easy as that. Instead, what I'm actually gonna do is proceed to procrastinate it on the next like couple weeks. I don't know. And suddenly like the release date gets pushed back like ages. So I thought, why don't I just like stop saying when I'm gonna release stuff? I'll just have my own like internal clock and just release stuff whenever I'm able to. And that doesn't work either, because like now that I don't have like the looming due date over my head, I'm basically free to do whatever I want. There's also like the looming possibility that I might have undiagnosed depression, but I don't want to be the type of guy that like blames all of my shortcomings on that, so I'm gonna skip over that for now. I might, I probably have depression, but I have a Minecraft YouTube channel to run, so I'm gonna ignore that for now. I became consistent in my audience, but not in the way I wanted. I became consistently bad at being consistent, and now all you guys probably know me for, oh, it's that one YouTuber that uploads like every 5 years. And I don't want that. I really don't, but at the same time, I kind of brought it upon myself. It's become like a running gag, actually. It's even the same when responding to messages. Like, I'll have like multiple people like DMing me at the same time. In the mornings, I'll get like 20 DMs from people, and I don't know if that's just me being tired or if it's just me being really freaking lazy, but I'll see the message and I'll go, oh, I'll respond to that later. And then I'll go back to sleep and wake up and forget that the message was ever sent in the first place because I didn't respond to it right away. So I just end up like not responding to it, which is probably like a horrible thing to do, come to think of it. It is something I've been doing, and I'm not gonna like ignore that. I'm not gonna go and say, oh well, I've been busy. I haven't really been busy. I've been lying about that like most of the time. In fact, a good chunk of my free time is actually spent like lying in bed, like staring at this ceiling or at the wall. Like it's not even the fact that like I'm not taking Minecraft YouTube seriously. Like I actually need this to survive. Like it's not even like like a freaking option at this point because I basically made it like my main source of income. I do have a job, but this is making more than my job. So realistically, I should be focusing on this a lot more, but if something's making more than your like day job, you should probably expand on that, make the most out of it. That's not really what I've been doing. In fact, I've actually been pretty bad with that. But anyway, yeah, I'm not here to make another, what do you call this? I really don't want to make another. I promise I'm going to improve. I'm going to try better. I'm going to do my best. Next year, I will have 50 videos done by the end of the year. I really wish I could do that. But knowing me, and you know me, that's not gonna happen. I'm really not a role model you should be looking up to. Do you know how I make my videos? Like, if you don't know how I edit my videos, I don't even make my videos properly. In fact, like half of the stuff that I do, uh, as a YouTuber, I should be having like a slightly easier time with. But the reason I'm not is because well, I'm lazy. Do you want to know what I edit on? I edit on Filmora. I'm supposed to be editing on Premiere because I calculated the costs, and it actually costs like a tiny bit less money to edit on Premiere or DaVinci. Not a substantial amount that it like matters too much, but like Premiere is just like objectively, Premiere and DaVinci are both like objectively like better editing software than Filmora. Filmora is so limited, and the reason I use it is because it gives you like freaking pre-made assets and like pre-made transitions. That's the only reason I use it, is because it's just like that's the software I got used to using. Do you want to know what I do for replay shots? Right? Let's say I'm in a replay mod right now, right? I put my FOV to 50. I go into F1, I align my shot, boom. This is how I do my replay shots. I record my screen. There's a whole interface that I'm missing out on. And don't even get me started on flashback. Because flashback's like a whole different mod that I should probably be learning, because it gives you a whole bunch of like options on what to do. Scenes. You can change the scene like after it's already been shot. You can like go into creative mode and like break blocks around you. I should be learning that, but I don't, because number one, like I will admit, like I've managed to come up with like my own style for recording replay shots. It looks kind of interesting, especially with like, the cinematic camera that I use, but that doesn't excuse the fact that I'm skipping out on a whole skill that I could be learning just because I'm low-key too lazy to do anything about it. And I just want to clarify, I'm not glorifying this in any way, okay? I don't want you to go showing this to your friends or to anyone you know saying, oh, it's okay to be lazy because niche micro celebrity div_y is lazy and he managed to get a substantial amount of subscribers. No, I don't want you to do that, because is this a problem? I'm not gonna go sit here and pretend like it's completely fine. I'm still somehow managed to be successful because I was like, even though I was lazy, I still managed to do it. Yes, that's low-key inspiring and motivating, and I don't know how I managed to do it, but that doesn't mean you should do it. I'm already inconsistent enough as it is. I don't want to duplicate that kind of behavior. So yeah, the whole point of the video is don't be like me, and I'm gonna stray away from setting deadlines for videos from now on, but like a general rule is probably just gonna be like, I'm gonna make the videos longer than 8 minutes now, so that number one, the videos flow better together when I eventually like condense them into one movie when it comes to like making a connected storyline. And number two, that movie is okay. I was about to give myself another deadline, then I realized that would have undid the entire point of the video. Well, the internal deadline I set for myself is like 2 to 3 weeks. The movie is gonna be out, but I don't want to promise that. So I'm gonna say, like, to myself, I'm probably gonna say like it'll probably be out in 2 or 3 weeks. But I'm not. But I'm just letting you know that that's probably not gonna happen. It's gonna take a lot longer than that. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.